So this one I way over drained. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. Just, come on, buddy. Come on, Jill. You don't want any pellets, Jill? No, not num-nums. You've already done that one. Not Jack. Oh, Luke, you're not posting enough long videos anymore. Well, guess what? Today I'm posting another long video. Welcome back to Luke's Goldies. So yesterday I got some glass-bellied guppies. 3 different pairs. I put them in a 300-gallon tub. So let's open up the garage. Let's see how they're doing today. Gotta love these manual garages. Wah! All right, so I'm actually gonna plug the light back in right now. Okay. All right, so the good news is they're still alive. The bad news is they're still a bit stressed and they're still sitting in the corner over there. We got these 3 fellows over here. If I put my hands in, yeah, they'll start swimming. They're a little skittish and scared. Turning this light on might have, temporarily scared them, but, the light's got to go on eventually. So I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to drop 1 pellet in here. We got our Goldie pellets. These are going to be on my website if you guys are interested in buying. These pellets are pretty big. So we threw that guy right there. Hopefully pretty soon our Salvinia takes over, gives some more coverage, and it'll make him feel a little more comfortable. How are the Ranchu babies that I bought from Luminous Goldfish? Well, guys, they just continue growing and growing and growing. Check these guys out. Check the beautiful colorations, the fat bodies on these guys. It is absolutely crazy how much they've grown. So this setup I have right here, this green water setup, basically the way it works is that I have this light. This light right here grows this green water algae. That green water algae, 1, acts as a food source to fatten up these fat little aquatic nuggets. Look at these dudes. So it acts as a food source for these aquatic nuggets, and it also cleans the water. And, sometimes, I'm feeding these guys so many of these Goldie pellets that the water gets very, very dirty, and a lot of algae grows. So to lower the concentration of algae, I pump it up into here, and over here, a lot of the algae gets filtered out. So I'm using the algae to absorb the ammonia and the nitrates from the water, and then I'm pulling it out of the system that way. Wow, guys. There's nothing like grabbing a big handful of chunky nugget fish. Look at these guys. I like this one a lot. He reminds me of my old goldfish, Mr. Cow. Doesn't he kind of remind you of Mr. Cow a little bit? He's cute. So those guys I'm going to be growing out to a much larger size, and then eventually I will be selling a lot of them, but then keeping maybe 10 or 15 for future breeding. These guys in this tub over here, this is my medium quality tub. I've sold off of this batch basically all the low qualities, but we still do have some more medium quality fish that I don't want to spend, all the time and money to grow out to a large size. Like this guy right here, he already grew to a large size. I didn't really have a choice. Oh, my net fell. Yeah, so these guys are more medium quality. They're like all right. They're pretty good at, honestly. But they're just not they're not worth my time to grow to a much larger size. Like this guy is pretty good. The tail's a little wonky. All right, let's give these guys a bunch of pellets. There's a lot of fish oil and a lot of fat in these pellets. So lots of good calories. It's bulking season for the goldfish. Okay, so that's everything that's going on in the garage right now. Now, let's go to the fish basement, the original fish basement, and let's do an update about everything going on there, and let's do some maintenance. We got a good amount of maintenance to do today. Also, look how pretty this place is come fall. All the leaves over there are turning yellow. All the leaves over there, they're turning red, orange. It's beautiful. I just had 50 grams of protein with high protein cereal and high protein milk. It's such a hack. Also, check out my Spider-Man bowl. I showed it to you guys yesterday, but look how cool that is. Anyway, let's go to the fish basement and let's get some work done, shall we? Okay, we are back in the fish basement. How are things doing down here? We got our pet store goldfish. Num Nums has grown to an obscene size. He's basically as big as Jack and Jill now. Bean over here is, his head and fins are turning yellow, but he's doing good. And little Zorro is getting little polka dots on him. And our guys over here are doing pretty well. Kirby over here, he's freaky. For some reason, Oreo and Wienerton's tank, and I'm calling him Lil Dumpy 2.0. I haven't officially named him yet.
it's always just very dirty. Maybe it's because I have the lights on too long, but I'm having trouble with this tank. You know, that tank over there where I'm power feeding them, that tank is even, you know, looking cleaner than this one. This one's just always looking cloudy. And over here we have some of the keepers of the jiggly codes and the milli codes. I honestly do not know which ones are milli codes and which ones are jiggly codes, but let's just, you know, they're just an even split, let's say. So I have them in these two tubs now, and I'm gonna perform a water change, and I have to be very careful to make sure the pump is, you know, sealed to the bottom of the ground, because I do not want these little guys getting sucked up against the pump. They made a big poopy mess over here.
So I have these like on full contact with the ground. Something I might do is just push up that poop into the water a little bit. Hopefully it'll suck it up.
So while those are draining, let's take a look at our snapping turtles.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am now the proud owner of 2 baby snapping turtles that I hatched myself. I found these eggs in my front yard. I incubated them for like 3 months, and we ended up getting 6 successful hatches. I released 4 of them into the wild, and I'm keeping these 2 as pets. I'm still trying to tame them, still trying to get them used to me. As you can see, he definitely wants to run away, this little guy. Let's grab this guy right here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. He's covered in plants. He's covered in the plants. Listen, little snapper, you're going to learn to love me, because one day you're going to be able to inflict a lot of pain on me. So I need you to be friendly with me by then. I can't have you hating me. Also, there are guppies in here that I had as turtle feed. I'm going to try to find some of them. Oh, there's one. Is that one of the babies? The adults grew a lot. So this is one of the female adults. As you can see, she grew a ton, this female adult. This is one of the babies right here. Check out how big this baby has grown. So these guppies grow really, really fast. I'm not even doing anything special here. And I'm like, you know, I'm not changing the water on this tank that often. Maybe we've changed it like once since we started. These plants are honestly keeping it pretty clean. Anyway, I think I want to name this guy right here Bowser. But I'm not sure what I want to name the other one. I might do a live video and have you guys name him. Look at this dude. Just look at him.
Also, this guy right here is Mr. Lobotomy. As you know, he got half his head sucked off when I was doing a water change and was not paying that close attention. As you can see, he's doing pretty well. A lot of it, you know, has like sealed up and it's beginning to grow back. I'm not sure how long it'll take until he looks like the other guys, but I think I want to have this tank right here like a display red cap tank. I currently have 6 in here. This is a 120-gallon tank, by the way. I might reduce that to 5, potentially 4, because it does get dirty like very easily. I know 6 goldfish in a 120-gallon tank seems like a good stocking, but you know, if I want to get them bigger and fatter and, you know, it's like nice big giant red caps, they're going to poop a lot, and I want it to be a little bit lower maintenance tank if it's going to be a display tank. So over here we got our mini cream oranges, the cream codes. I believe Codeman was the father of these guys too. So this giant guy is named Croissant. This little one is named Jelly Bean. I'm actually giving him away for a giveaway. And I actually distributed the rest. I got 2 of them there, I got 2 of them there, and I got 2 of them there, and I got 1 there. Just, you know, like, because I took all the babies out of here, I sold all the uglies. I still have some uglies over here. So these guys right here, I still have to sell for cheap. I'm selling them for, I think, like 10 bucks a piece. So I'm going to put those on my website pretty soon. But these guys, these are just the lower quality babies that I don't want to raise to a larger size. The rest of the good ones I put in those 2 tubs. So let's give these guys some pellets. Look at them. We're also going to give these guys a couple pellets. I might do a water change on this tank, I don't know. And of course these guys some pellets. These 2 over here. These guys are going to grow massive. These 2 little guys in this big, you know, 75-gallon tank. These 2 guys over here, give them their pellets as well. And these guys over here, look at them go. Man, Oreo is just such a beautiful fish. Absolutely beautiful fish. Same with Wienerton. Look at that tail. We'll give these guys their pellets.
This is the one guy that can't swim very well. He has trouble swimming. This is just another one of the Cream Orange's babies. We'll give him a couple pellets in here too. We'll see if they want to eat it. All right, and some for the pet store goldfish as well. Come on, Jill. You don't want any pellets, Jill? No, no, not num-nums. You've already done that one. Not Jack. There you go. Let's give these guys a little feeding over here too. We think Kirby's gonna get it. Yeah. Oh, Kirby's got a little red on his head over there. Doesn't seem too serious though. And also over here we have some very, very low quality fish that I'm actually gonna have to be culling off. You know, I do sell some of the ugly lower quality fish now for cheap, but the low quality, the ones that will have problems later in life, at least the ones I believe will, those I do still use clove oil for. Look at these guys. I just love their like bright white bodies and then big red caps. Look at that. So we'll give them some feet. Look at you, dude. It's just, have you ever seen something so beautiful? I still can't believe I sucked half his one off. All right, so we got our water level pretty low, but I want to get a little bit lower, and I'm not going to feed them until after, you know, after I put the new water in, because it might just like, you know, push the feed into the corners. Here's some of the other goldfish that I bred last year, so we'll give them some pellets too. Hopefully one of these days I can get a good spawn out of these guys, get a second generation going. Do still have some imported goldfish for sale. A lot of these ones are the darker ones, but if you guys want a multicolored Aranda or even a red cap, I have them listed on my website. So let's give these guys some pellets, but most of them are darker. Most of them are much darker. Of course, our larger adult goldfish, Carrot somehow just became a part of this bunch. He was one of my, you know, he was a child last year. I bred him last year, but he's grown a lot. So let's give these guys some feed. We got that guy over there. That was one of the guys I got from the import. Hey, Mr. Clean. Okay, so these two baby tubs are almost finished filling. I have them filling with my PVC system over here. And these two tanks over here I have filling up now. And every time I do something with this tank, Oreo gets very scared. Oreo becomes a little scaredy cat. You're changing my water? I'm gonna freak out and pretend like I'm dying. Also over here we have our little hospital tank. So we actually do have two small ranchos in here that for some reason their swim bladders got messed up after they got sick. So when I got the last Thai imports, there was a bunch of sickness that went around a bunch of my tanks. I was able to clear it off of them all, but some of them looks like they have some lasting effects. So I actually have nitrofurazone in the water, and I'm giving them an antibiotic flake feed here. So this has 3 different antibiotics in there. It has nitrofurazone in the flakes, as well as kanamycin and I believe metronidazole. So hopefully they eat these flakes up, and maybe they can help cure whatever's up with them. But ever since they got sick, their swim bladders got really screwed up. Hey, so this one I way over drained. You are not a goldfish keeper if you haven't at least once accidentally over drained your tank here. So, it's definitely not comfortable for these guys. They're on their sides for a moment, but as soon as the new water comes in, they're perfectly fine. We got the new water coming in now. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. Just, come on, buddy. All right, so the little millicodes and jigglycodes, they all got their water. I am doing one final water change on this tub right here. And actually, I recently got a new phone. I was going to trade my old phone in, but I decided, hey, wait a minute. Should I trade it in and get, I don't know, 500 bucks, 600 bucks? Or do I make the ability to do 2 contents at once? I'm time-lapsing a video for a short video right now, and I'm vlogging at the same time.
business tips right here. Have 2 phones so you can do twice the content at the same exact time. But legit though, I'm able to like do time lapses and then do filming with my other phone at the same time. And yeah, I would have got 500, 600 bucks, but in the long run is the extra content I'm gonna be able to make, you know, gonna outdo that 500, 600 bucks? You betcha, or it better, unless like Luke Scoldy's goes to crap and I gotta, you know, get a corporate job or something, but hopefully not. Hey, the tank water here is looking a little cleaner. It takes a little time for it to clear out. How you feeling, Oreo? Are you still a little scaredy cat? Scared of your little water changes? You little piece of crap wimp? You little wimp excuse of a fish. But Luke, didn't you say you should clean the algae before you add in the new water? You're clearly adding new water in this tank and you're cleaning the algae. Yes, I did say that. However, you're forgetting one important variable. I forgot. Now, it's not going to be the end of the world if you clean the algae on your glass while you're adding in the new water, or like, you know, after you've already taken out all the old water. It's just kind of like, it's just a little bit sad. It's just like, oh, I'm just putting all this fresh, clean, new water in here. And now I just added a bunch of algae free floating within it all. But I think that's all for today. Wait, hold on. Mr. Lobotomy, half a head, full dookie. You don't see that very often. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to end the vlog here just because, you know, what else is there to show you guys? We're done. But look at this. Look at this little snapping turtle. Is he going to snap me? Is he going to snap me? No. He's as scared as little Oreo. All right, go and be free.